Good evening, all of you. Good evening. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Right. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, dear. Right. So you
Good
all are
evening,
my
madam.
good evening, all of you. Right. So you all are my batch 17 students, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So far, how was the diploma course? Tell me. How is the progress of the diploma course? Is it good?
It was great.
Sorry.
It was great, ma'am.
Right. So how about the other subjects? The business management or OB or the law? How was the subjects? Is it
Yeah,
understandable for y'all?
yes.
Yes,
It's so interesting.
Okay, right. So I'm expecting now here I do have 32 students, right? But the earlier there were around like more than 100, right? But I want everybody to complete this diploma course, right? Because HR is becoming an important area, right? And we would say it is an emerging field in Sri Lanka and world. A lot of opportunities are there. If you go to top jobs, you can see a lot of HR vacancies are there. So companies are trying to get people. So don't worry, you will be having a lot of opportunities, internship or the assistant level likewise, right? So therefore, only thing is you need to know what this HR is all about, right? So that is why it is important for you all to complete this diploma course and make your self-graduated and get the certificate, right? Okay, so now we are in the process of still learning the introduction part, right? So far we have discussed the introduction part, the definition and the evolution. Yeah, that's it, right? So those are the things that we discussed so far. Am I correct?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So, okay. So, can Shashini. So you are asking about the recordings of Sashini. Last 3 days in the sense, what is it? You can unmute and talk with me, Sashini, no harm. So what I feel is, Sashini, if you want to get the recordings, I think you are already added to a Telegram group, right? Which is hosted by the LPEC Institute. So they are uploading the recordings in that Telegram, right? And of course, you can search on the YouTube as well. So all the recordings is what do you call uploaded to YouTube as well. So you can search from there as well, right? Right. So any questions before we start up the objectives? Right, okay. So I guess all of you are cleared. And so I'm going to start up the objectives of human resource management, right? So let's see what are the objectives of human resource management. So before I start this part, I would say, if you search for objectives of human resource management in Google, in the internet, you will get thousands of objectives, right? So here I would say that I have selected these 8 objectives, right? According to your diploma level, right? According to your diploma level, and which are the simply objectives which you can understand by yourself, right? So I'm going to explain you one by one on these objectives of human resource management, right? So let's see what are those, right? First one here is achieve organizational goals. Okay, what are the achieve organizational goals? So organizational goals means the company is having a one goal or maybe common goal. So everybody should align and support to that goal. Now for an example, අපි හිතමු organization goal එක තමයි මාසෙකට ලක්ෂයක sale එකක් කරන එක 100,000 sale එකක් කරන එක තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ organizational goal එක වෙන්නේ, right? එතකොට ලක්ෂයක sales කරන්න පුළුවන්ද නිකම් මේ building වලටයි machine වලටයි විතරක්? බෑ. ඒක achieve කරන්න මිනිස්සු ඕනේ. right? එතකොට මිනිස්සු ඕන වුණාම මිනිස්සු හොයලා දෙන්න මොන department එකෙන්ද?
Human resource management.
Human resource department or HR department. So finding the best people to the organization to achieve the organizational goals is one of the main objective of HRM. Is it clear for everybody?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Because in my teaching style, I'm not giving a lot of information, right? මගේ teaching style එක අනුව මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට නිකන් මේ වැල් වටාරන් කියලා ගොඩාක් ලොකු දේවල් කියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ අදාළ point එක තේරෙන භාෂාවෙන් වාක්‍යයෙන් දෙකෙන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන විදිහට තමයි මම කියලා දෙන්නේ. right? මම දැනලා තියෙනවා සමහරක් lecturers මේකක් explain කරන්න ගියාම පැය භාගයක් විනාඩි 45ක් විතර අරගෙන එකම දේ කියව අන්තිමට ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මොකද්ද මම කිව්වේ කියලා මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ මම මොකද්ද කිව්වේ කියලා. right? So I'm mainly focusing on what are the key points and I'm explaining it to you all and I'm including that part in the note as well. right? So don't worry. මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කලබල වෙන්න එපා මම නිකන් මේ උඩින් පල්ලෙන් යනවා නෙමෙයි මම අදාළ දේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට point එකටයි කියලා දෙන්නේ. right? So if you find anything unclear you can always free to unmute your mic, right? And let me know. Okay, are you all clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
so that
ma'am.
is yeah, so that is achieve organizational goals. First one, work culture. Right? Work culture. So here one more thing I wanted to ask from you all. So while I'm explaining, I'll be using the Sinhala language. Will it be a problem for anybody? කාටරි එක ප්‍රශ්නයක්ද මම සිංහලෙන් explain කරන එක? Or there were some students in my previous batch that they didn't like me talking in Sinhala in the class. But the majority students, they want. Right? Because English is not our mother tongue, Sinhala, right? So that's why I'm using Sinhala for explaining the examples also. But if there is anybody, maybe like Muslim or Tamil or any person who's not understand the Sinhala, just send me a direct message through chat, right? Whether you want the explanation in English, right? Then I can do that. But otherwise, I'll be using the Sinhala language for my explanation also, right? Is that clear? You all are okay with that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Work culture. What do you mean by work culture? So work culture is working environment, right? Working environment. කවුද කැමති අර ඉස්සර කාලේ මේ මොනවාද රජයේ මේ රාජ්‍ය ආයතනවල වගේ environment එකක වැඩ කරන්න කැමතිද අපි? අපි කැමති නැහැ. Right? අර වැඩ කරන්නේ නැති fan, හිමීට වැඩ කරන fan, right? එතකොට මොනවාද මේ Lee Mason, right? Lee Putu, right? All these things are included, right? So we don't want to work in an environment like that. We wanted to work in a like modern, sophisticated, comfortable, convenient working environment. So HR is one of the objective is to create that work culture or the work environment in an organization, right? Then we have team integration. What do you mean by team integration? What are the teams that we have in an organization? We have HR team, we have marketing team, we have finance team, we have what do you call this production team. Likewise, we have several teams. So there should be a communication between the teams or between the departments. So HR is responsible to create that communication or integration within the team, right? Because all of the teams are working towards one organizational goal. Now, going back to our previous example, 100,000 of sales. HR is giving people, right? Then production is giving the goods to sell, right? And finance is giving the finance background and all. And what do you call it? IT people, they're giving the infrastructure or equipments, IT equipments to have those, right? So all of the department working towards the same goal, same organizational goal. So there should be a good communication between the teams. So one of the main objective of HRM is to create that team work or team integration in the organization. Fourth one, training and development. We need to train people. අපි මිනිස්සුන්ව train කරන්න ඕනේ. Training programs දෙන්න ඕනේ, development programs දෙන්න ඕනේ, outbound training දෙන්න ඕනේ. Likewise, we need to provide training and development. So who is organizing training and development in your organizations? Who?
Human resource.
HR department, not the finance people, not the marketing, not the MD or a general manager. They are not the people who are organizing these training and development programs for your staff. It's the HR department. So training and development is also a main objective of human resource management. So out of 8 objectives, we have already discussed 4 objectives. Any questions on the 4 that I have discussed so far? මොනාරි ප්‍රශ්න තියනවද? මම දැන් explain කරපු පළවෙනි objectives 4. කාට හරි මොකක් හරි එකක් තේරුනේ නැත්නම් let me know. I will explain it to you. No problem. Tell me.
Miss,
Yes, dear.
you have told that HR department should create a working environment. It means the work culture. How
Correct.
it could be?
Let's say now we have an environment and we wanted to get some furniture, right? So who is designing that in your mostly in more common organizations? Who is doing that?
The HR department.
HR people, right? HR people are the ones who are going for furniture shops and looking for chairs and tables and designing how many tables we need, how many chairs do we need, how many cupboards do we need for a department. Likewise, HR department. And who is look after the maintenance? Even if you don't have a maintenance department in an organization, HR will look after those, right? Department එකක පුටුවක් කැඩුනා අපි ඉන්ෆෝම් කරන්නේ කොහෙටද? HR එකට. Right? So that's why we are saying a working culture, a good working culture, not the what do you call these tables, chairs and fans, cupboards, not like that. Like they are also important, but to have that culture, happy culture, right? Who is responsible for that? HR. Is that clear for you, dear?
Yes, Miss. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any other? Any explanation needed? Okay. Since you all
Excuse
don't
me,
have.
teacher.
Yes, dear.
What's the meaning of retention?
Retention means keeping people or employees in the organization. Retain. Randawa taba gannama. So retention is come from the word retain. Retain කියන්නේ අපි employees ලව තියාගන්නවා. So what are the retention strategies that a company would do? මොනවාද මිනිස්සුන්ව තියාගන්න company එකෙන් කරන strategies මොනවද කියලා අහුවොත් what would you say?
A good salary.
Good salary, medical insurance, giving a lot of benefits, promotions, job satisfaction. අන්න
Bonus.
ඔය වගේ දේවල් දුන්නාම මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා. මිනිස්සු දාලා යන්නේ company එකට. Okay. Is it clear?
Teacher, thank you.
Okay. Yes. Any other questions? Okay. Since you all don't have any, please write the topic as objectives of human resource management. Objectives of human resource management. Under that, first one, achieve organizational goals. Achieve organizational goals. Under that, one major HRM objective is to one main HRM objective is to fulfill organizational goals. Fulfill organizational goals. Utilizing human resources
Could you please pronounce once again?
utilizing human resources to achieve business requirements and goals is very important. And goals is very important. Important for an effective HRM.
Teacher, can you tell it again?
From which point, dear?
Requirement and goals very important.
For an effective HRM.
Ma'am, can you say the previous line?
From which point, dear? Tell me the point.
Organizational goal.
Utilizing human resources. Make it fast, okay? Utilizing human
Okay.
resources to achieve business requirements and goals. Requirements and goals is very important. Is very important for an effective HRM.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Organizational objectives include workforce handling,
Please repeat it, Miss. Organization
objectives include workforce handling, staff requirements like hiring,
Miss, please repeat it again.
organizational objectives include workforce handling, staff requirements like hiring,
Please repeat, ma'am.
repeat from which point, dear? Handling staff requirements like hiring, payroll management and retirement.
Please, can you spell it, ma'am?
Which one, dear?
The third point, after hiring staff.
Hiring, payroll management, PAYROLL, payroll management and retirement, RETIREMENT. To succeed at organizational objectives, to succeed at organizational objectives, To succeed at organizational objective, HR requires efficient planning and execution.
Teacher, efficient.
Planning and execution. Execution. Without a set parameter,
Without
that means a proper guideline.
parameter
For goals and mission, goals and mission and resources our resources, HRM is incomplete. HRM is incomplete. Next one, work culture. Work culture. Work culture plays an important role
Work culture plays important
role in defining HRM. In defining HRM, and business performance. Defining HRM and business performance. An HR manager needs to be active. An HR manager needs to be active while calling for strategies
Teacher,
while calling for strategies to raise better work culture.
Please repeat, ma'am.
An HR manager needs to be active while calling for strategies to raise better work culture. Developing and maintaining healthy and transparent relations among team members
Among team
members and teams contribute
and
teams contribute
team
team TEAM kandayama teams contribute to building a good example of work culture. of work culture. Third one, team integration. Okay. Team integration. One of the major role and objective of HRM
One of the major
role and objective of HRM is to make sure team coordinate efficiently. Team coordinate efficiently. Easy communication easy communication is the need for teams
The need
easy communication, is the need for teams of an organization. Proper connect between individuals proper connect between individuals is a must to ensure productivity. Next one, training and development. Training and development.
Virtualizing.
Under that, workforce being effective.
Teacher workforce is being
Workforce being effective. What did you ask, dear? Workforce being effective and performing workforce being effective and performing are too important and
R2.
sorry dear,
R2.
too important, TWO. Too important and basic elements basic elements to work upon
Work
upon
upon.
UPON. work upon for achieving the basic objectives work upon for achieving basic objectives
Ma'am, basic.
objectives at an organization. At an organization. With proper training and with proper training and providing future opportunities providing future opportunities. Employees feel safe and organized. Employees feel safe and organized.
Teacher employees feel safe and
Organized. Feel safe and organized. Providing opportunities to employees Providing opportunities to employees
Excuse me, Miss.
Yes, dear.
That the training and development topic, according to these topics. So would you please explain how to we do the training and development?
Right. So once I finish this note, I will explain it to you, right?
Okay. Okay.
Providing opportunities to employees is one grade. Step 2, is one grade. Step 2, ensure grades one employees is one grade. Step 2, ensure workforce management. Right. Workforce management. To ensure workforce management. Right. So what is your question, dear? Can you please ask it again?
At the training and development,
Mm.
how to do we uh, how to do
How to
like
identify?
yes
You're asking how to identify training, is it?
training training means like induction and the fire drill training like that, or
Yes, training includes all. Induction is one kind of a training. We
yes,
have leadership development training,
yes,
Excel training, MS Office training, time management, communication, grooming. All these things comes under training. Right? So how could you do a training means, now when you learn the training and development, you will identify there is a training need analysis. Right? So we give a form to department heads to identify the skills or gap, right? What are the requirements? For an example, if I'm a branch manager of a retail outlet, I have a cashier who is very slow in the cashier, right? So as a training, I would recommend to him or her that he should go for a cashier training,
Yeah.
right? So if I'm the finance manager and I have an accounts assistant who is very poor in Excel, I have found that, and I have told the HR to arrange a MS Excel training program to that person. So that's how they would organize such a training programs. Is it clear?
Yes. Thanks.
Did I answer your question?
It's okay.
Did I මම ඔයාගේ ප්‍රශ්නෙට උත්තරේ දුන්නද?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
Right. Okay, so we have discussed the first 4 organizational goals: work culture, team integration, and training and development. So we are going to move to the next part: employee motivation, workforce empowerment, retention, data, and compliance. Right? Okay, employee motivation. What do you mean by employee motivation? Motivation. In Sinhala, we call it as abhiprerana. Right? Normally, when you say abhiprerana, we have to think of what the hell is that, right? Abhiprerana. Right? So,
Get a
yes,
get
what do you
get a
mean by, yeah, tell me.
get a inspiration from outside and be motivated by inside through ourselves.
Okay, but you use the word motivated there. So I'm asking, what is motivated? So the
Make
basic
The
understanding.
behavior,
Yes, what is it?
that the employee behavior, employee attitudes, and that their strength like that. So we can
make the employee to work willingly.
Okay, you're getting closer. Make the employees willingly.
Ability to
Basically,
work productively.
okay, productively, good. Closer. Motivation is basically to keep your employees happy in the organization. If you're not happy, will you come to work? No, I don't. That means I'm not motivated to go to work. If I have a motivation factor to go to work, I will go every day. If I have a good supervisor, if my salary is very much like reasonable or I'm satisfied with that, right? And my job is highly recognized. Likewise, such things can be motivational factors. So if I do have such a factor in my life, I would say that I'm motivated. So keeping the employee happy is an important role by HR people. How? Arranging employee development, engagement programs, staff trips, award nights, benefits, salary,
increment.
yes, bonuses, everything. Those are the things that the employees get motivated. So who is responsible for that? It's the HR department. It's the HR department though.
Ma'am, what's the difference between employee and employer?
Employee means sevakaya. Api, වැඩ කරන අය. Employer means the company. Sevaya.
Thank you.
Right? So that is employee motivation. So the next one is workforce empowerment. Workforce means the people or the employee. Empowerment means giving responsibility, taking the ideas of individuals, introducing more technology and giving the responsibility for them. So that is workforce empowerment. Now, for an example, most of the organizations, they have this employee self-service app where the employees can see their attendance, late coming, their salary, pay slip, or else their overtime, their leave balance, all these things they can go through the, what you call this, mobile app. So that is another tool giving the empowerment for employees. Right? So earlier we used to go and ask from HR department, can you please tell me what is the leave balance of mine? Mage leave balance එක කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? අපි HR එකෙන් තමයි හැමතිස්සෙම ගිහිල්ලා අහන්නේ. මට නිවාඩු කීයක් තියෙනවද? මම නිවාඩු කොච්චර අරන් තියෙනවද? When we give the responsibility to employees through such tools, they don't have to go to HR department. What they can do is they can see for themselves. They can see how many leave they have taken, how many leave they are entitled, what is the balance leave, what are the balance leave likewise. So the company has given the empowerment or the responsibility for the employees. So creating such environment is a responsibility of the HR department or HR people. So that's how the workforce empowerment. And then we have retention. So I have explained you. One person asked from me, what do you mean by retention? So we need to retain people. We need to keep employees. Otherwise, HR එකට හැමදාම ඉන්ටර්විව් කර තමයි ඉඳ වෙන්නේ. මිනිස්සු රැඳුනේ නැත්නම්. මිනිස්සු රැඳෙන්නේ කොහොමද? Again, motivational factors coming in. So who is responsible for that? To retain people in an organization, it is one and only HR department. So retention is very, very important. And finally, we have data and compliance. So those are two different aspects, right? What do you mean by data? Having information of employees.
Records.
HR people should know, okay, altogether how many employees are there in the organization? In which department, HR, how many, marketing, how many, finance, how many, girls, boys, male, female, how many are there? Likewise, the data, HR should be aware of that. Knowing the data is one of the important objective of human resource manager or the department. Then compliance, right? What do you mean by compliance? කළ යුතු දේවල් හරියට කරනවද කියලා බලන එක තමයි compliance කියන්නේ. I can't remember the exact Sinhala word for compliance. Now, for an example, the government has stated all the companies to pay the EPF at the end of the month. So the organizations have to comply with that. ඒකට අනුගත වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒවා හරියට වෙනවද කියලා බලන එක HR එකේ objective එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. EPF වෙලාවට ගෙවනවද? ETF එක ගෙවනවද? Central Bank යනවද? B card register කරනවද? Salary එක 10th ගෙවනවද? 25th ගෙවනවද?
And also gratuity means, how about gratuity also?
Gratuity, yes. So gratuity is also entitled. There is a compliance on that. So HR should comply on such details. Right? So I have covered the last 4 objectives as well. Before we move to the note, tell me any questions on last 4 objectives. I'll be explaining it again. Don't worry. Even 100 times I can explain you till you understand. Tell me if you don't understand anything.
Miss Amali,
Yes,
if we
Leela?
don't have a HR department in our company,
Mhm.
as an employee, how should I react, or how should I build that environment?
So who does the interview there?
My boss.
Okay. Is there any admin department?
No, there are 4 managers
Mm.
and boss. That's all. And if we have any inquiries or if we have any problems, we have to tell our relevant manager.
Right. So who prepares the salaries?
One of the manager.
Okay. I guess it is a, you all don't have that much of an employees, right?
No, I work in it's a recruitment company. So
Okay. Right. So most of the like small organizations, they do not have an HR department where the managers or some other senior people will manage the functions.
Miss, that the retention topics, how, example, my workers, Miss, have you listened my question?
Sorry, dear. Just excuse me. Sorry, dear. Answering to the previous question, the person who is working in the recruitment company, right? So y'all can't react in such a way, right? Because it's a small company, right? And you all don't have an HR department. So what normally practice is, whatever the main functions of HR has been divided by the senior managers, right? And it will be done, right? So when it comes to salaries, EDF, ATF, all these things will comes under one of the managers, right? Because you all can't follow any of the HR practices like the other companies, because you all don't have a HR department. Okay, so what's your concern, dear, on that?
sorry.
What is your concern in the sense like what do you want to do, or why did you raise such a question?
No, I just ask because I want to know that if they are not giving that training and employee motivation, but by ourselves we can do. No, that's why I ask like that.
Yes, yes. Because why they are not giving is, maybe they don't have the budget. Maybe there is no one to coordinate such. Because HR should be there to coordinate and organize these training and development programs now. Right? So if there is no department in HR, there won't be anybody who will be organizing such programs. So in a situation like that, you all won't get a training and development from the organization unless if you feel, okay, I need some kind of a knowledge on Excel, maybe on, let's say, interviewing skills, whatever. Then you can talk to your manager and see whether there is a possibility of attending to a training program, right, which is conducted by a HR professional. Likewise, you can talk with your manager and see whether there is a training opportunity for you. That is the only thing that you can do if there is no HR department. Okay.
Okay, I understood. Thank you.
Okay. And there was another question about the
Yes,
retention.
yes, miss. So, example, I am doing a recruitment executive in the
Mhm.
Timex group. So I am last month I recruiting more than 35 people.
Okay.
So then when I recruiting that first day, I'll ask them that the question and everything, but they said they want to do continue their job. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, I checked this last month retention more than 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know how to control it. But that the long absenteeism, I'll go at their house and I'll check what is the problem and what is the solution we can give for them.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll try to react back to people. Then that the 7 people, I don't know how to keep like a retention, how to close it. So could you please, you have any more idea? I want to learn from you.
Right. So, what is your name, dear?
Shriyani.
Sorry?
Shriyani.
Shriyani. Right.
Yes.
So, Shriyani, when it comes to retention of newcomers, right? So, you're mainly talking about the newcomers now,
Yes.
right? So, you should have, as a recruitment executive, you should have the connection between newcomers at first to 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
මාස එකක් දෙකක් යනකම් ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක හොඳ සම්බන්ධතාවයක් ඔයාට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Because you are the first person whom they have talked before the interview. Right? එතන ඔයාගෙන් තමයි ඔක්කොම විස්තර දැනගෙන අහගෙන ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ වෙද්දි ඔයා තමයි ඉන්නේ එකම දන්න පුද්ගලයා ඒගොල්ලන්ට. Right? So in that case, you have to have a good relationship with those newcomers, even though you are busy, right? At the very first day, on the second day, just to have a casual chat and see whether they are okay, any problem, whether the supervisor is good, right? Any issues with the supervisor or staff members, right? And tell them that if there is anything, you will be there for them. If there is any issue, tell them, please come and talk to me. I can sort it out.
Yeah.
අන්න ඒ වගේ එකක් ඔයා ඒගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න ඕනේ.
I already informed them, but sometimes they have some that with the production supervisor, some their behaviors it is really not good. That time they without inform and absent.
So that in that case, Shriyani, you don't have any clue to reduce that if there is a fault with your another manager, right? But you can collect such statistics. අපි හිතමුකෝ එක production manager කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. ඔයා production එකට recruit කරන හැම එක්කෙනාම අපි හිතමුකෝ 10 දෙනෙක් recruit කරොත් 8 දෙනෙක්ම යනවා. Why? Because of this manager. Then you should collect those statistics and forward it to your HR manager and said, look here, there is a problem in the production department with this manager, right? There is a bad behavior. Likewise, we need to inform the such relevant people, right? Then the HR manager will look, okay, what to do, right? And ඒ වගේ දෙයක් අපිට කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. So you are working for Timex, right? It's in Colombo 8, right?
That the head office is Colombo, but my location is Kadavata.
Kadavata, right? Yes, because as far as I also heard that there is a high turnover in Timex, right? Not even in the production, but also in the office environment as well, right? Yes, so I know that, right? So there can be a lot of issues, maybe management issues, maybe mainly the expectations of the employees are not matched with your environment or with your organization. That would be the main reason.
Yes.
Right? අපි හිතාගෙන එනවා මේ අපි හිතමුකෝ මේක ෂෝක් තැනක් කියලා. ඇවිල්ලා දවස් 1 2 යද්දි අපෝ මේකේ ඉන්න මිනිස්සු කවුද මේක මොකද්ද මේ වැඩ කරන තැන අන්න ඒ වගේ හැඟීමක් ඒගොල්ලන්ට එනවා නම් I'm sure they won't stay.
Yes.
Right? So you need to find out what are the things why people are leaving. You need to do an analysis. As a recruitment executive, you need to do why people are leaving. Right? මොකද අන්තිමේදී ඔය ඕකේ වැරද්ද එන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට. Right? මොකද management එකෙනුත් කියයි HR එකෙන් හරියට recruit කරන්න දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා.
Yes.
Right? So therefore, on your safe side, you should have an idea why people are leaving, right? What are the things that you could do to minimize such leaving?
Yes.
Okay, so that in that case, Shriyani, you need to talk with your manager and see what are the retention strategies or what are the motivational factors that you could include in your whatever the employees to retain them. Okay.
Thanks, yes, thanks. Yeah.
So I hope the others also got an idea of what is this retention is all about. Am I clear to everybody?
Yes, miss.
How about the others?
Yes, miss.
Is it clear? Did you all get a practical idea?
Yes, exactly.
Right. So when it comes to this, right? So if you have a problem or an HR issue with related to that, right? So you can ask from me, then I can explain it to you. Right? Right? Okay. So I'll give another 1 or 2 minutes for you all to ask any questions before I give note.
Teacher, what are the differences of employee motivation and the retention?
So retention is keeping the employees without going. Right? අපි රඳවා තබා ගැනීමක් ගැන තමයි retention එකෙන් කතා කරන්නේ. Motivation එකෙන් කියන්නේ අපි motivate වෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිව සතුටින් කියන්නේ employees ලව සතුටින් කියන්න අපි මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ. But the factors that comes discussing on the same thing, like the retention and the motivation, can be same. Right? අපි motivate වෙනවා salary එක වැඩි පඩියක් දුන්නාම අපි ආයතනය තුල රැඳෙනවා අපිට වැඩි පඩියක් දුන්නාම. Right? So when we are discussing the factors of retention and motivation, it can be the same meaning. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
And the last topic is data and compliance. So, Ms. Could you please explain to me that the compliance, what is the main documents?
It will vary, Shriyani. It will vary. Now, because HR is not related to one area now. So when we are doing the HR or when we are learning HR, we have several key result area, right? So when it comes to business law, it is a one area. Then we have the salary. Then we have, that is another one. Then we have the health and safety, right? Then we have the training and development. Likewise, we have a lot of areas. Now, for an example, compliance comes under health and safety. Now, in your organization, what is the main product? Garments?
Yes.
Right. So, sewing machine operators are there, right?
Yes.
Right. So compliance is under health and safety in a garment factory is that machine operators need to wear a needle guard and they should have a proper uniform.
Yeah.
Right? They should wear the uniform. Am I correct?
Yes, and also company ID.
Company ID, and they should cover their head as well when they are in production.
Cap.
Right? So those are the health and safety, what you call compliance, we could say. So HR is there to make sure that every sewing machine operator comply with the company requirement. So that is what we call the compliance. Right? So that is health and safety. As I explained you earlier, EPF and ETF, right?
Yes.
So since you are a recruitment executive, you won't be involving with the EPF and ETF. There should be another person who is handling that, right? So the company should pay the EPF and ETF at the end of each month. So that is the rule, we could say, right? So HR is always comply for that. That is the main compliance of HR department. Right? මාසෙ අන්තිමට ගෙවුවේ නැත්නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? සෙන්ට්‍රල් බැංක් එකෙන් දඩයක් ගහනවා. එතකොට compliance කුඩු වෙලා තමයි තියෙන්නේ company එකේ. Right? Even same with the gratuity. Right? So when you go through the gratuity act, there is something which the company has to follow. So that is what we call the compliance. And when it comes to data, explaining the same scenario of the garment factory, right? So we have production line, so sewing lines, we have packing department, quality control department, ironing department, likewise several departments are there. So being the HR, they should aware of how many people are there. Now for an example, අද දවසේ කී දෙනෙක් වැඩට ඇවිල්ලා තියනවද? අපි හිතමුකෝ හදිස්සියෙම ෆැක්ටරි එක ගිනි ගත්තා කියලා. right? ගිනි අරගෙන තියනවා ඔන්න ෆයර් ඇලාම් එකක් වැදුනා. ඔක්කොමල්ලම දුවගෙන අර assembly points වලට ගියා. දැන් අපි ගණන් කරනවා. ඒතර HR එක දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ උදේ 8:00 9 වෙද්දී අද employees ලා කී දෙනෙක් report කරලා තියනවද කියන එක. CADA, that is called the CADA report. Right? So that comes under data. Am I clear to everybody, especially Sriyani?
Yes, yes. And Miss, that regarding induction. So every like example, this yesterday I have 8 newcomers. So every team need to do the induction or not.
What do you mean by every team?
Every means that the like batch, the 1 week. No, forget it. That today I have recruiting the 7 people. So all new workers want to do the induction or not?
Yes,
like
of course you have to do. You have to do, even if it is a 1 employee, you have to do. So in garment industry, Sriyani, what they are doing is, if you all don't have a small handbook, right? Prepare one. You all have a handbook?
Yes.
So it's better if you can give the handbook at the very first day and ask them to go through that.
Yes.
So that it is, handbook is itself called, we can call it as an induction program because everything is there.
Yes.
The rules and regulations, කීයටද වැඩට එන්න ඕනේ, දවල්ට කන්නේ කීයටද, off වෙන්නේ කීයටද, right? Flow chart එක ඔය ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා ඔය handbook එකේ. So it is a guideline for them.
So need
so
to
without
copy
taking,
and give it to them.
Sorry?
Need to copy and give it to them.
Yes, you need to give a copy of them. You can at least print it out and give that booklet to 7 people today and
Uh,
taking them to a common place and tell them what is this time experiment and what kind of products you do. Likewise, you could give a small introduction and you could say these are the things that you should know and it will available on your handbook. Please take half an hour, go through the book, and if you have anything like you can't understand or anything, just ask from me, then I will explain it to you.
yeah.
Right? So
Mhm.
that part, in a way like that, you can allocate 1 hour every day to do such a induction for everybody.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Yes. Any questions? Okay, then we'll move forward with the note. Right? So write the topic as employee motivation. Under that, the main objective of HR people
Sorry, ma'am.
the main objective of HR people is to keep things
HR is to keep
things THINGS on right path. Right means RIGHT, right? On right path. How can an HR motivate employees? How can HR motivate employees? Give powers to employees. Give powers to employees.
Repeat again, miss.
Give powers to employees. Give powers to employees. Take their views. Take their views. Take their views on things. Take their views on things. Involve them into weekly meetings.
Sorry, ma'am.
Involve them into weekly meetings.
Sorry, ma'am.
Involve them into weekly meetings or decisions.
Ma'am, can you please repeat it again?
From which point, dear?
Enroll them.
Involve them into weekly meetings or decisions. Employees recognition like yearly appraisal, employees recognition like yearly appraisal,
Yearly
appraisal,
Can you spell it, ma'am?
Ma'am, can you spell?
APPRAISAL. Based on their performance, can to help. TOO, right? Can to help.
can to
Help.
help.
Feedback system for
Again means repeat.
feedback system for performance appraisal management,
Performance
appraisal management, performance appraisal management can keep your employees motivated. Can keep your employees motivated. Next one, workforce empowerment. Workforce empowerment. Under that, empowering employees with tools like empowering employees with tools like employee self-service. In shortened form, it is known as ESS, right? Employee self-service.
Employee service.
Employee self-service. Employee self-service portal can help and save HR efforts. And save HR efforts.
And save HR
Efforts.
first.
EFFORTS.
Effort.
Efforts. With the portal, employees can themselves Employees can themselves apply for approvals and track them through mobile phones.
Ma'am, can you repeat it again?
From which point, dear?
Apply
Apply for approvals and track them through their mobile phones. Next one, retention. Retention. Providing leadership qualities and opportunities. Providing leadership qualities and opportunities. Providing leadership qualities and opportunities. Comma, healthy working area. Healthy working area. Healthy working area. And employee retention. And employee retention. Employee retention are some prime objectives. Prime. Prime. That means main. Prime. Prime.
Prime.
Sorry?
Prime.
Objectives. That means main objectives of HR people. Keeping employees retained. Keeping employees retained. Retained and motivated and motivated needs to be a top priority for HRM. Need to be a top priority for HRM. Keeping the employees retained
Keeping the HRM.
No, keeping the employees retained keeping the employees retained for long, keeping the employees retained for long is the biggest challenge, is the biggest challenge is the biggest challenge of the HR people. Employee issues and concerns 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 prashna, issues and concerns needs to be carefully attended.
Leave.
Needs to be carefully attended. To keep the employee turnover stable, to keep the employee turnover stable,
Teacher, to keep the employee
turnover, that is also a name for retention, right? To keep employee turnover stable, the HR people needs to learn the best retention tips for business environment. Retention tips for business environment. Last one, data and compliance. Data and compliance. This includes, under that, this includes managing company / employee data, managing company / employee data, and managing compliances. Managing compliances. Managing payroll compliances. Managing payroll compliances.
Sorry, ma'am.
Managing payroll compliances and keeping the company out of any penalties is a huge challenge for HR people and managers. HR people and managers. Right, so that is the note on data and compliances, right? Right, any issues? Yes, Any issues or
Actually, today all extra explanation is very, very clear.
okay? Thank you. How about the others? Because I'm taking so much of a time to explain you all on this introduction part. Right? Introduction එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හොඳට අවබෝධ කරගෙන තියෙන්න ඕනේ අපිට ඉස්සරහ modules වලට යන්න. Introduction එකේදී ඔයගලන්ට HR ගැන කිසිම idea එකක් තිබුණේ නැත්නම් ඔයගලන්ට අමාරු වෙනවා ඉස්සරහට මම උගන්වද්දී. Right? So that's why I'm taking so much of a time giving a note, giving the examples, explaining in Sinhala, English, everything I'm doing because I want everybody to be clear about what it is. Right? මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් උගන්වන්නේ ආයෙසරක් ගිහිලා පාඩම් කරන්න නෙමෙයි. කෙලින්ම ඔළුවටම තමයි මතක හිටින්නම තමයි examples එක කියන්නේ. Only thing මගේ ආයි note එක බලන්න ඕනේ presentation එකේ points ටික බලාගත්තා නම් ඔයගලන්ට මතක් වෙනවා මම මොකද්ද කිව්වේ කියන එක. Right? So therefore please attend and hear and ask questions, right? So today's session is very interesting, very interactive because so much of students asking questions and I'm giving explanation and it's not boring for me also, right? So I love to do that because there are some batches, none of these students are talking. Billo wage inne, sabda naha. I don't like that. If you have a question, all of you can talk, right? Either in Sinhala, either in English, that doesn't matter. Talk with me. Right? Okay, any issues? You all have any questions? Right. So next in line is to identify the role of a human resource manager. Right. So I'm not going to start up this session today, right? Because this is going to be another long session, 3-hour session, right? So what I'll do is just you all write the topic and find out. For our next class, come with some examples of roles of a human resource manager. Before the class, do some experiment and research and find out. And then you all can talk with me to identify what it is. Right? Because we did a lot of writing today and we did a lot of learning also. So I guess it's enough for now because it's 9:30, 35 likewise. Right? It's enough for today. And we will start with the role of a human resource manager from the next class. Is it okay with everybody?
Yes, yes.
Right? So please go through the note and the presentation or the recording once again. If you have missed any note on writing, please re-listen to the recording and complete your note. And whenever you get time, just read the note. Then you all don't have to be worried about at the final exam. Okay. So finally, I'm asking any questions before I wind up. So all of you have my email address, right? And I have given you the link to upload your details, right? And if you have any questions with regard to HR, maybe in your organization, maybe at the university while you're learning, you all can reach me out through my email, right? Then I'll be able to reply to all of you. And I can guide you if you have any questions on HR.
Thanks a lot.
Right? So that's it for today. Thanks a lot for joining with me. Hope to see you again on another day. Right? So till we meet again, stay safe. May God bless you all. Thank you and good night.
Same to you, Miss. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. God bless you, teacher.